Alright, so I have my variable brake boost controller here, and I've already put all the plugs on here. So the two sides here, the narrow side, or basically just plugs. And if you look at this thing on the bottom, one side says vacuum, so that means it's going this direction, and this side is in and this side is out, like so. And I use Teflon paste instead of Teflon tape, because Teflon paste I think is a little bit, it doesn't stick out very much, and I think it's slightly cleaner. Once you wipe it off and everything, it's a little cleaner. So the only bad thing about this is that they didn't make any type of mounting bracket or anything like that for it. So there's like, okay, where the hell are you gonna put it? There's no mounting bracket for this thing. So the only thing I could think of is zip tying it to this big electrical cable down here. You don't want to do this one because this one's kind of thin and flimsy. So I'm gonna do to this big one. And since it's gonna connect to this hose here and its own hose in here, I think the two hoses will help hold it in place as well. So hopefully that will work. So I'm basically gonna connect it like with the vacuum side up, like so, something like this. And something like this. And hopefully that works. We'll see. Let's see if the hose bends are all good or not. So I have my little hose clamp pliers here. I think this hose clamp pliers would work on hose clamps really well, but apparently not. Not as well as the pliers, just because this thing is not cinching down tight enough. Really? Let's try this side. Man, really? Are you shitting me? Really shitting me? Having this much difficulty with a freaking hose clamp? I should just use normal slip joint pliers. Would have been easier. Oh, there we go. Jeez. Talk about kind of a shitty specialty tool. Maybe on a different hose clamp it might work, but not this one, I suppose. Didn't work very well. Okay, so the hose clamp here, I recommend instead of pulling it, because it's gonna be like a Chinese finger trap, so it's gonna get tighter. So I recommend from the butt end of it, you basically push on it, and that actually helps expand the hose clamp, and not the hose clamp, I mean the hose itself. So I'm basically just pushing on it. So when you do that, you compress it. When you compress it, it actually expands the hole. Well, also it was hard because it's under vacuum right now, or it was under vacuum. Okay, so I'm gonna put the hose clamp something like that, I think. Alright, something like this here. Let's put that on. Let's see. Oh man, that doesn't even reach. Shit, that doesn't reach. How did they put it here? How did they put this thing on? Let's look at the manual real fast. Oh, they didn't even. Looks like they didn't even zip tie anything down. Looks like they put it right. Something like this. So it's still right here. so this thing is turned up a little bit more. There's my wrench. So this thing is turned up a little bit more. Like so. Something like that. Something like this. So this side over here is the vacuum, right? Obviously the vacuum right here. So that means the air would be going this direction in that way. So this hose here, there's a clamp that was already here. It has a red paint mark on it. Basically tells you there's a check valve here. And it tells you what direction wherever the paint is on, the side that the paint is on, that's the direction that of the airflow. So if I blow into this side, it actually goes. If I blow on this side, nothing happens because it blocks it because you go in the wrong direction. So the marks right, the red paints on this side, so that means it's going that way. So I blow on this side, nothing happens. I blow on this side, it goes through. Right. So basically, that's what you want. So you want the red mark to be the side that blows through to connect to this side because it's going that direction, right? It's going this direction through the brake controller. Right, so it's basically in this direction here. Like so. Something like that. Let's see. So I'm going to adjust this here. This bottom hose clamp. Here, just something like that. I think I'll probably adjust it to the outside here. Man, I don't like this hose clamp pliers. They don't. I guess they work okay if you need something to hold it, because this thing has a little lock mechanism to hold it closed. But to hold it open, it's kind of a pain. Like so. Yeah, so this is out of the way. This doesn't touch here, and it doesn't touch any of these lines here. Again, something like this. Guess I want to move this one too. So move this one to the outside, huh? Okay, just need to slip the hose clamp down. Jeez. Like so. Okay. So that's about as good as I can. I need to move this one right here. So something like that, I guess. So what the hell's gonna hold this here? I don't like this because it's like, and it's rubbing against the brake lines there, so I don't like that. It does clear over here. So this top one this is the clutch. The bottom one's the brake, I think. Yeah, the top one's the clutch. Actually, you know what? This is the clutch in and this is the clutch out. So that's the clutch fluid. Like that. Yeah, I don't like this thing rubbing right here. Like so. Kind of just sits here, but at the same time, I don't like it all that rubbing. I'm like, there's a little rubbing here, but this is, you know, silicone on, I guess, rubber or whatever this is, plastic, so it shouldn't be bad at all. But here is where I'm concerned about. I might need to put something here, put like some kind of, I don't know, put something here, some kind of, you know, piece of foam or something right here, so that way that doesn't move. Otherwise, I think it's all right. Actually, this on this side, there's a little plastic piece that sticks out. It's like a little L, almost like a clip piece. So that might help keep it in, you know, in that spot so it doesn't move. So if it's in there, it's like it doesn't really move around. But still, it's just a little piece of plastic. I'm pretty sure that's gonna break after a few hundred miles. This could have been a little better. Maybe if I had a different hose here, because this hose is meant to, you know, turn right here 9 degrees. If I had like a straight hose here, I think it would have been better. Straight hose here with a bend in the end. It wouldn't pull in so much. It's pulling in because of this bend right here, I think. That's about it. That's okay. So as far as adjustment goes, you lift up this knob, turn it clockwise to the positive direction. That's basically that would be like stock without this thing at all. Basically, that's you're bypassing it. Then you could, you know, you could turn however. I think there's like 13 turns here. Let's see. Let me count them. So start at that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13. So if all the way to negative, you know, 13 turns out counterclockwise, the brake pedal will basically be solid. I mean, if it would just step on the brake pedal, it would just be like, doop, it wouldn't move at all whatsoever. There won't be any movement whatsoever. So let me go all the way back. So let's say that's full contact with it. I'm gonna go a little bit less. So let's say that's my starting out right there. So I'm gonna go half a turn, which is that direction. So I'm gonna leave it there and see what happens, see how it feels, and go from there. That's about it. So I just need to figure out this part right here. So I'm just thinking of, basically putting a piece of foam right here. Like putting a piece of foam right here, so that way when it does come in contact, it's it's a soft, it's a cushy, and it's gonna come, it's gonna basically bounce on here the whole time, but it'll be nice and cushy, so it won't, it won't be so bad. Because the way it is right now, even if I hook onto that spot, I don't think it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna last. All right, so that's it. So yeah, so I think this could have been better. Maybe they should have, maybe SakeBomb should have added another hose and replaced this hose, so that way it doesn't have this bend here, and it would have been just straight in a corner right here. That would have been better. Well, it might also have been good if it was if there was a there's some sort of mounting. There's really no spot to mount anything down there. I don't see any spots whatsoever to mount right here. So for the folks that have the air tube, the sound tube right here, it probably, you need to have to take it off, or you have to kind of put it somewhere else, maybe above right here or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what you would do. Might have to get some different barbs too, because this one just sticks out, and this one over here is a 90-degree barb. So you might have to get maybe 2 90 degrees or whatever combo. But I took my sound tube out because I didn't like, I don't like all that noise. I don't like unnecessary noise, basically. Man, I think this is probably okay. Maybe I should just zip tie this right here, so that way there's no movement. If there's movement, that little plastic piece that comes out there, is the little tab that comes out, it would break. But if there's no movement, I think it probably won't break. So yeah, so maybe I do that for now, or stick some foam on there, then zip tie it. Yeah, that's what I do. I stick some foam on here, then I zip tie it, and that way it'll be, it'll be soft, and there won't be any any real vibration on here. So I don't want to stress, the clutch. I don't want to stress this clutch housing, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks for watching.